Hello and welcome to Delight in Him once more. And we are continuing on in this wonderful series with my friend and brother, Aubrey. Aubrey, how have you been?
I feel fine.
Okay.
I don't know how you've been.
We've been there. Last time we've had some interesting conversations in the past.
Yes, those were powerful conversations.
Yeah. And today we are continuing on in that same journey of talking about technology. Yes. One of the things that you're always enthusiastic about.
It must be talked about. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're talking about an interesting topic today, which is security with our gadgets, as others are calling it cyber security.
Oh yeah.
When you first heard of the word cyber security, what came to mind?
Well, the first time I heard of it, it was related to cyberbullying. Talking about bad things that can get you into trouble on Facebook or social media. Yeah, that was what I viewed it.
Okay.
Then before I went into the depths of it.
Okay.
Yes.
But what has been now your understanding of cyberbullying? Cyber security, yes.
Cyber security is actually wide. It's about protecting the.
Try to speak a bit up, yeah.
Okay, it's about protecting the. It's about protecting our privacy and the security of our gadgets.
Okay.
Yes, and not only that, it's also it's wide, both on the side of the user and on the side of the people who are providing the service.
Okay.
Yes. So for them, it's all about making sure that no one is able to infiltrate the system. Yes, and on the you who's using is to make sure that nobody is able to access your personal information.
Okay.
Yes.
Why would also a company worry about the privacy of its user?
It's the companies that provide these services. They are obligated by the government.
Okay.
There's an act, there's a law that requires that the privacy of the users must be protected.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Meaning, even as much as you put in the confidential information there,
yes,
it shouldn't be exploited in a way or the.
Yes, and again, it's not to put any personal information anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, it's to be careful what you share.
Okay.
Make sure that the place you are putting that personal information is a trusted platform.
Okay.
Yes.
I think part of our discussion will border on being careful what to share. But in your introduction, you've mentioned two entities who want to be both protected.
Yes.
The service provider and the one who is the user, not so.
Yes.
Then it brings to me, wow. Obviously speaking, we wouldn't want all our information to be in the public domain.
Yes.
But from your technological point of view, why should I be why should my information be so much protected?
Yeah, because the information you put there is quite valuable.
Okay.
Yeah. We could say if you visit a hospital.
Yes.
Your medical information is quite valuable. Yes, people could know your weaknesses, your allergies, or what you've been seeing, your medical history, and they could use that to against you anything. Yeah, okay. which can be dangerous. Yeah, and we can say at a school, for example, your information in a school management system. The school has all your information, your grades, your performances at school, your achievements, everything is in the system. So if that information is exposed, you may be targeted for certain things that you may not know about by certain individuals that may be interested, and it may not be a good thing in a good way. Yeah, especially when they are trying to get that information in an authorized manner. Yes, it's not a good thing. Yeah, so on Google you keep all your photos, and so if those photos are exposed, they will use your photos as training data for artificial intelligence, which is not good because now your face will be all over the internet, which is a breach of privacy.
Oh yeah. So if I'm getting you correctly, if there's one thing that every one of us should be keen about as we use our different gadgets and platforms, either online or offline, that are technologically concerned, we should put in mind that there is some level of privacy that we should put in.
Yes.
Okay, so straight after the break, we're going to continue with this talk, and we hope that you continue to delight to continue watching in this channel.
Delight in him. That's what he was trying to say.
All right, thank you. Oh yeah, so welcome back once more. And earlier, before we took a break, we talked about one of the key things, which is privacy in our practices. We talked about the importance of us not being too open. That could lead to some certain level of vulnerability. Yeah, so walk me through then, how much is not too much for people to know, if from your professional point of view? What are some of the things that you would say that when I put up such information, it would be too much for people to know about a person?
I think nobody is comfortable with people knowing anything about them, especially if you don't know the people who know that information.
Okay.
Yeah, so things like your age, your email address, your names. Once those details are out there, they could be used for malicious intent.
Okay.
Yeah, like they could use them. Someone could get your email and then they could send you spam emails to trick you into submitting your payment details, and then there will be your bank details. Then the next thing you see is them getting your money.
Wow.
Yeah, so they can use your emails to fish information and stuff like that. So basically, you don't have to provide. If anything, the information must not be anywhere out there, especially in places where it's not safe. Yeah, so your email must be so rare and so secret that it's only available in places where it should be.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So online it's safer to be anonymous. Your information, it's good. They can see you, but in a controlled way.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So one of the key things that you've talked about is issue of the identifications, such as your email, your phone numbers, because people are prone to contact us because those identifications,
yes.
they really talk more about who the owner is, not so.
Yes.
Now, how do you then strike a balance with this thing where you have a profile built up for maybe you're trying to vie for a certain position in a certain in a certain organization, or perhaps you're trying to market yourself? How do you strike the balance? Because in so doing, you, like it or not, would wish to leave your contact information.
There are places like LinkedIn.
Okay.
Yeah. You just need to be aware that those things do exist. People do go on LinkedIn, get people's emails, and start sending them phishing, scamming messages or spam messages. There are these common messages that people receive on emails. I think I've received them before.
Okay.
Where this person says, "Know me, I have a lot of money. I don't know what to do with it. Yeah, my grandmother just died and she's left me with all this money, and with me, I'm growing old. I'm about to die. So I would like someone whom I can trust, who who can help you invest the money. So you look like a good person, so I think I can trust you with this money. Yes, they even say these are billions of dollars. Yeah, then when you give them your bank details, they get your money. Yeah, so such things, they get emails. So now they may even get those things from LinkedIn, but you have to be aware of those risks even as you put your details out there. Yeah, because sometimes an email may come in form of a bank, like a bank. It will even look genuine, like this is a bank email, and this is exactly how the bank sends me their emails, and they will ask for your details, and then you submit your login details to your bank account, and then they get everything. Yeah, they get your money. So it's very important that we are aware of that. So when we leave our emails there, of course, our employers are the ones that we expect to email us to offer us those jobs. But LinkedIn has the options for doing that. Yeah, for example, if I have an email address, let's say it's a public email address, and I use it to do business, and it's out there, I need people to see it and use it, because for business purposes that may be safer, but putting your personal email out there is a bit risky.
So if I'm getting you correctly, then for people who are especially in the public sector, they're doing business, it could also be advisable for them to own two numbers, one for the service and for the services they are providing, and one for their personal use.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that you do away with the risks of being hacked.
Yes.
If I'm getting you correctly.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So the thing is, in cybersecurity, all we learn there is we learn about hackers, and how their sole purpose is to get unauthorized access to places,
okay,
or to information, or to resources. Yeah, it could be your personal, your social media accounts, or company accounts, or bank accounts, anything that is computer related. Yeah, so it's not only about hacking as per se, but there are policies that help protect users from the data being breached, and for companies to prevent their data from being what? For example, don't use simple passwords. Don't use simple passwords. Use passwords that are complicated to prevent people from cracking them.
Okay.
Then number 2, don't use the same password everywhere.
Okay.
Then number 3, you can say avoid when a number that you don't know texts you for certain details that you don't feel comfortable. Do not share your details to anyone, to people you don't know. Like sometimes someone can gain access to your WhatsApp account. I received a call, and they were like, no, I received the call. He said he was a pastor, and I was accepted in a group, and there was an acceptance code that was sent to me that I need to give him.
Oh yeah.
From WhatsApp. Yes.
So by the virtue of you giving him that code,
I give him access to my WhatsApp account. Yes, which is it. And they make money because they use my account to ask for money from my people in my contacts.
Oh yeah.
Which is not good. Yeah. So it's quite a lot. Yeah, because apart from that, they can also get into your company account. Companies have portals where the workers log in and they do their work there.
Yes.
Yeah, hackers can they can use your credentials. I don't know, you may leave them somewhere carelessly, and they can use your credentials to log in into your account and get what they need, which is exactly what we don't want. That is why you don't write down passwords. You don't do that. You don't write down passwords on a piece of paper. That's very wrong. Yes, you always make sure that the password is in your head
Okay.
and not nowhere else where it can easily be accessed. Yes.
So you've spoken about some of the steps we can use to enhance our security levels. Amongst which was not using simple passwords, not the same password. You also spoke about being careful with unverified people contacting us and giving them our own information.
Yes.
Yes. Then you've also spoken about not writing our passwords anywhere, which is a talk that I want us to mostly concentrate on at a later time. But for now, one of the things that I'm getting is then we need to be smarter to know who is contacting us.
Yes.
Because we never know who is who. But then, what are some of the steps that we can use to enhance our own selves to know that this information, this person who's contacting me is not a scammer, but rather this is a friend of mine who we are at the same school. Maybe this is the time now he's just come, he wants us to unite. What are some of these things that should be in our minds to know that this person who's trying to access or to contact me is someone that is genuine, or this is fraud?
They may ask for information that you know they would never ask.
Okay.
Yes. Sometimes they will just ask for money.
Okay.
Yeah, and they'll just ask for money in a way that you don't expect them to, which is of course sometimes it's convincing. Yeah, sometimes maybe their accounts have been hacked and then they're asking you for money now. So you have to. So the best way is to call them.
Okay.
And verify. You know their voice. If they are very close to you and you know them, when you call them, you'll be able to recognize them. But sometimes, these days AI, if they studied your voice and they used artificial intelligence to mimic your voice, then when you talk to them for some time, you should be able to tell that this person doesn't know me. Because maybe you ask them certain questions that you know that only them can
answer.
Yes. So that way at least they are safe.
Speaking of which, so there's one person, for the sake of learning, I wouldn't wish to point their identity. So they were hacked. Then they contacted me. No, they wanted some money from me. They was like, oh, no problem. So, and this person had a certain level of patience. So I asked them, did so and so contact you because you were saying that he will contact you? So the person said, he tried to sway from that question because he knew that by me asking that question, if he says yes or no, it could reveal the true identity. So even me on the other end, I was patient enough to know either this is the right person or not. But I could judge from the first instances. So then later on, he confirmed, no, actually that person also contacted me. So the person I was referring to was someone who was dead, so that I could verify. So it was. So I'm trying to bring this right to say the point you mentioned that we need to verify if the person who's contacting us is truly carrying the true identity. And the other one that you spoke about is we should have targeted questions that could really just pinpoint to one person. Because if I know Aubrey, I'll be able to ask about things that, rather questions that only Aubrey can answer from experience. That's what I'm getting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So now, as we go on a break, as we come back, I would love us to look at the steps that you spoke about in terms of how we can be more conscious on our technological presence. Yeah. So stay tuned, and hope to see you. Hi there, my name is Daliso and I'm here to invite you for a wonderful Bible study series that will bring Bible truth beautifully packed in Christ. This is a Bible study compilation which will help you discover, connect and experience the goodness of Christ. Wouldn't that be your wish? So join me as we tag along in this wonderful journey by asking for the details on the description. Hello and welcome back once more. So this time around I want us to talk about, we can't avoid talking about social media in this technological age.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Threads, Be Real,
WeChat.
Yeah, WeChat from China and this X.
Yes. And the many others that are yet to come.
Many others.
Yeah, so our online presence is it's part of our lives today, and most of us wouldn't do away with them to a great extent.
Yes.
And then it leaves us with the information that we are now having, with the talks that we are now conducting, leaves us with the question of then what are some of the things which, even if we would want to do them, we would do them with caution.
Okay. Even if we don't want to do them, we'll do them with caution.
Even if we want to do them, we'll do them with caution. Or some of the things we could totally avoid.
Okay. Let's avoid the posting our whereabouts. Let's not post everything about ourselves on social media. Unless you are an influencer and you make money from that, which I do not advise, but as a typical human being who has self-respect and stuff like that, you're not supposed to be posting everything about yourself, whereby whoever is watching whatever you're posting knows everything about you from the day you were born up to the day you will die. That doesn't it's not healthy for anyone to do that, because when you're exposed like that, it means that people are reading you like a book, and not only that, they know where you've been and they know where you are going to be, and it will be easy for attackers to easily track you and trace you. So it's for security purposes and to protect yourself, it's best that you keep your life very discreet. If anything, just post glimpses. They shouldn't put those photos together to know the kind of life that you live. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay, so we need to be careful with what we post to a great extent.
Yes.
And then being Christian, you talk about it in the light of Christianity. I don't know, how would you address this matter in the light of the fact that we have now been called, Romans chapter 12, it talks about renewing ourselves, and also other verses talked about us being separate from the world. How do we then still marry? I'm careful with my words because we are in the world. Yes, but how do we marry the fact that we are in the world and we're not of the world? And this aspect of social media.
Okay. First of all, if social media is something you cannot avoid, if it's best to stay away from social media.
Oh yeah.
In order for you to protect your spirituality.
Okay.
Because bad morals always corrupt morals. That's the fact. So spending less time on social media is going to automatically help you improve to spend more time on the Bible and on other spiritual areas of your life. Yes. Now, if your passion is ministry, then social media is a very good place to spread the gospel. So as a Christian who is on social media, we are supposed to be responsible with what we post. You cannot post misinformation as a Christian. You cannot promote certain certain things that may not be appropriate to be posted on your timeline or something like that. Yeah, so maybe post things that are going to uplift people, things that are going to point someone to Christ. When someone watches your post, they should be uplifted and they should be encouraged to worship God. Yeah. So basically, we are encouraged to be responsible Christians, to be responsible representatives of Christ. Before posting something, ask yourself, if I post this thing, is this what Jesus would post? If Jesus was there today, is this what he would post? Is this what God would want me to do? We should ask ourselves those questions. Sometimes we just go out there to show off ourselves and where we've been. Like, for example, I've been to church, we took some photos, I want to my post so that people can see that I have a new jacket. You get that? Yeah, but is that really what God wants you to be doing online? Which is something that we should really question ourselves, because we will be held accountable for the people who are misleading. Because you are projecting a certain kind of lifestyle on social media, but you should eat once a day at home, which is very controversial, and you are giving people anxiety out there who are striving, they're working hard, they're doing better than you. Yeah, and they're working hard there, but you're giving them anxiety because you're not doing better, but you are pretending to do better, showing off, making them feel as though they are behind in life, but in giving them anxiety and all those things that may happen. So it's better just to be yourself, be genuine, be responsible with what you post, and post something that is going to uplift your friends out there. When you are posting something, think of the people who are think of your audience. What do they need? And what will they appreciate this, or they'll feel anxious, or they'll be jealous, or they'll be what? So you need to be thoughtful of all those things. Yeah. Like sometimes you can share blessings. You can share a photo of yourself and maybe how God has blessed you. Yeah, you can share a testimony. You could share lots of things. When people view your statuses, even if you are posting photos of yourself, but let there be a story of how God has really blessed you, something genuine out there to encourage people, not to give them anxiety.
So you've spoken more about the aspect of us being responsible citizens of heaven and citizens of the country, because much of what we're talking about also represent us as a community. I'm glad you spoke about the aspect of misinformation, information that would also lead into bad or negative influence. You also spoke about on the contrary, we should try to uplift, rather on social media, we should try to post things that are uplifting. We spoke about things like a picture of your testimony and like. But I want to try to reverse and in a way maybe try to provoke you. I think I'll start with the social media part, and later on I'll talk to the other aspects. What's your word to those who maybe they have been doing the things that we are talking about, which are sort of negative? They're almost always there posting about today. No, they have been posting misinformation. I mean, what is there that would share to them?
You said you wanted to provoke me.
Yes, that's a provocation that I was bringing.
Yeah, that's provoking anyway. Okay, I would like to say to them, usually people post those things seeking validation. Get that? Yeah. I would like to tell them that validation is only found in Christ. Yeah, and there are people out there who are watching what you are posting, and sometimes you're not really posting what's really happening, because most of the time we post only the good things, only the good parts of our lives, even though the good parts are small. The majority of them are the things that we go through. Yeah, So the glimpse of the goodness that we post is giving a false impression of what we are really going through. And it's good to be real. It's good to encourage someone out there who's going through a lot of things, because once you only post good things and the good things about yourself, showing them that you've made it in life, shiny, all those things, posting nice photos of yourself, you're giving a false impression of yourself. Yes, you're giving a false impression of yourself to some people out there. And social media can be very toxic. Yeah, it can be very toxic. And you find that if there are people out there who just want, when they see what people are going through, when they see what people are posting, they are intimidated.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're intimidated, and then they are discouraged. And they feel as though they are behind. You get. Yeah. So you find that they begin to suffer depression and all those things. So for you you want validation, and for people to admire. Yeah, for people to admire, you want validation. And what I can say is that that's exactly what the devil wants. Yes, he's redirecting a desire for validation from God to people.
Oh yeah, to people. Yeah.
Yes. And if they don't validate your posts, they don't say good
things, then
they also go into depression.
Oh yeah,
which is a bad thing. So my advice is that God should be your only validation. Don't post something for people to validate. No, you look nice, this is a good thing, Shani, you're the best, Shani, to be praised. Only God is the only person that deserves praise is God.
Oh, yeah.
For you, what you deserve is validation only from who? From God.
Yeah.
Yes, and what you need to give those people is a message from God, or encouragement, inspiration. People, when they pass through, when they see your statuses or your posts on Facebook or social media, when they see them, they should be encouraged to be better Christians, to be better citizens of the country. And they should be able to go there. They're going through a hard time in their lives. They should be able to find comfort from your posts. Not they are coming to your posts and then they're falling into depression. A lot of stuff do happen. There are some people who post like they just want views. It's not really about views. It's about helping that one person. Even if the category of the people you're helping, they are the minority, but it's about your passion. Who do you want to help as you are posting these things? When you post a pic, when you post a quote or some words, who are you targeting? Who are you helping? Does it matter if some people see or some people don't see? Yeah, so it should really be, it should be about what you're trying to tell them. So if people really go through online, I also go through online, and I also get encouraged. There are some posts. Sometimes I get discouraged and depressed. Sometimes work is hard and stuff like that, and I go online and I'm scrolling, and I find some posts to be very helpful. Sometimes you can be depressed, and then you're going through, and then people are just posting. You're just seeing people, they are going for boat cruises. Can that end your depression? Yeah, it will just create some it will just make you envious.
Oh yeah.
You start, okay, I wish I also had that life. You get. Yeah, but if let's say you post yourself going for boat cruising, for example, you post yourself going for boat cruising, and then you may include something that may encourage someone. You get. Let's say anyone can get anyone. You can do anything in life. You can achieve anything, and maybe you communicate that.
So the message shouldn't be self-centered, if I'm getting you right.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. Yes, the message shouldn't be about yourself. It's about helping someone out there. So if you post good things about yourself, let those good things about yourself be genuine.
Okay.
And maybe someone out there may want to have a life like you have achieved. You encourage them. No, it's not. Anyone can get here, and as long as you pray, only God can give you genuine riches and you all those things. Yes.
Yeah. So if one of the things that I've heard is the Sermon on the Mount, when Christ says you are the light of the world.
Yes.
So meaning the influence, the footprints that we have online, they will sort of also shine the kind of light that we have. And,
just a bit. Matthew 5.
Yes, Matthew 5:14.
Yes, it says, "Do not hide your light under the basket, but let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and
glorify
God Himself."
Yes,
your Father who's in heaven. Yeah. So you are the salt of the world. Blah, 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 all those things. So basically, social media, anything you post out there must reflect Christ. Yes, there might be memes. There might be jokes you may post. Everybody must laugh, but at the end of the day, everybody must end up in the hands of Jesus.
So then, for me, I feel like the assignment that remains for you and I, because I feel like logically speaking, this could be an easy conversation, but I feel like either you, me, and everyone who may come across this content, either we may be depressed or whatever we're going through, we need to find ourselves in the arms of Jesus, as He says, "Come to me, and I will give you rest." Yeah, he's always encouraging, so that from Him we do not learn more like the techniques on how to do it, but rather we just do these things out of the genuine love that we have received from Christ. Yeah, that's one of the things that I learned when you gave the many examples, and as you also spoke. Now, walk us through as we go to the last segment. But rather, before we go there, I said we are going to talk about the people who are in the social media aspect. And what's your way to someone who's out there thinking that, okay, I think when I just grow up, I just want to be a hacker. I should hack a bank. Like, okay, I should, like, they want to be on the other end of cybersecurity. What's your word to them?
Don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, don't do that. Okay. What I can really say about that is that, okay, this world provides many ways we are free to do whatever we want. Yeah, but our choices have consequences. Yeah, and what we choose to do, the path that we choose, defines who we really are. Yeah, and we're not defined by our past. We are defined by what we are choosing now. Yes. So if you choose that kind of life, it's going to build your character in a negative way. Yes, they'll be dishonest, inability to trust, because you do things that that breach trust anyway.
Yeah, theft.
Yeah, theft, and when those things grow on you, it's going to be difficult for you to be an honest person. Yeah, and basically you will be living in fear and in guilt. Yes, you know that you'll be caught and stuff like that. So it's better to be, instead of being a black hat hacker, why not be a white hat hacker? A good hacker, not a bad hacker.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can.
Who's a good hacker? Is me?
I think hacking is bad.
Tell me about that.
Yeah. There are two types of hackers. There's a black hat hacker and the white hat hacker. So black hat hacker are those bad hackers.
Okay.
But the white hackers are the good ones. Maybe they are employed by the government to test the system if it's working.
Okay.
Yeah. Then they assess breach if there are any security breaches.
Oh, yeah.
Then they also build. Hackers build viruses to infiltrate systems.
Okay.
White hat hackers, they build tools that protect them from viruses like antiviruses, infiltration detection systems, and all those things. Because you need to know how to hack for you to build something that can prevent people from hacking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right, thank you. That's a good insight. I never knew about white hackers. So run us through as we are about to conclude, and the steps you spoke about in terms of passwords.
The steps.
Yes, you spoke about the importance. So rather, I should, because you spoke about as we are smart out there. To wrap it all, we've learned about the value of us being responsible in whatever we put out. And could we have been irresponsible, we can still run to Christ and He will teach us the new way. But besides that, I learned about the fact that we need to build passwords that are unique.
Yes.
And we need to avoid using repetitive passwords. Then we also learned about the aspect of avoiding writing our passwords anywhere. And which other one came?
Maybe some stuff that I may not have mentioned that are in the same department.
Yes.
Those things are in the video if people watch them. Just passwords alone may not be enough.
Okay.
Yeah, so you may need to add an extra layer of protection.
Okay.
Yeah, that there's two-factor authentication now.
Yes.
Yeah, so make sure that if, for example, you're on WhatsApp, this is important. When you're on WhatsApp, it's easy for someone to hack your WhatsApp account, but it's difficult for someone to hack your WhatsApp if you have a two-factor authentication. So make sure that you have the password, that the two-factor authentication password that you had set.
Yes.
So that every time someone logs into your account, they have to enter that password. Before they access your actual account. So you have to make sure that you do that to protect your WhatsApp account. Sometimes, so when you do that, it's a bit impossible for someone to hack into your WhatsApp account. Then on your Google account, I created an app for a client somewhere. Then it was about money. Involving money, where people transfer money. Blah, 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 blah. Then some people from the US hacked the account, the Google account that was holding all that information. They hacked it. So I couldn't regain access to the email. I couldn't regain access. It was bad. So I didn't tell them. So what I did was I created another account. I rerouted the APIs to point to the new account, and then the new account I put multi-factor authentication. Like you have to put like 5 times email, 2-3 emails, 2-3 phone numbers. All those have to be texted before you actually gain access. So I overprotected it so that it never happens again. Otherwise it was something that I personally regret. I don't think I'll ever do that again. Especially when it's holding sensitive information, you need to make sure that you protect that information using two-factor authentication. So thank God that project was still in beta testing. There was no actual information there. Yes. But
it was a learning point.
It was a learning point. Imagine if there was actual information, it could have been deadly. But that account was lost. I had to create another one, and now everything is normal and it's well protected. It's been very secure.
Nice one. It's quite insightful there. Thank you for sharing to us the fact that we also need to avoid any numbers or anyhow people who are contacting us with our security footprints. I hope that you have learned, the viewers have learned 1 or 2 things, and learning is about applying what we have learned. I've also been enriched. Yeah, any last words as we still continue, as we are still coming back?
I just have 3
Sure.
short words. Be responsible. Be careful out there with your information, and also be a beacon of hope to some people out there. Yes, and yeah, do not expose certain sensitive information about yourself on social media. It's not safe, it's not good. Yeah, keep safe, stay safe, and stay cyber smart, as they say.
All right, thank you, and we continue to delight in Him.